Raymond Reddington needs no introduction.
Do you know who I am?
No, I don't.
My name is Raymond Reddington.
This man is simply the backbone of the famous show, The Blacklist. Played by talented James Spader, the persona of this character has become very popular since the first episode aired in 2013. Although we have been watching him for a long time, there is a lot to discuss about his persona. To sum up everything about him, the Cine Wizard has brought to you this video. If you like watching Raymond, then be sure to stick around because today we are going to break down this character for you.
From this point forward, there's one very important rule. I speak only with Elizabeth Keene.
We all know Raymond's past is mysterious like him. Despite this, the show has revealed some information about his past on different occasions. For example, at the start of Season 6, he revealed that he's turning 60.
That was sort of a gift to myself. I'm turning 60 this year.
From that information, it becomes clear that he was born in 1959. In this 6th season, Red was almost executed. From the same season, we also got some information about his parents. He was raised by a mother and a father. In a rare moment, he referenced his mother making him a specific meal ahead of his execution. As Red grew up in the 70s, he showed signs of rebellion like smoking a cigar in 5th grade and stealing a strawberry bismarck from a baker. He had also done different jobs throughout his teenage years, like installing carpets and working at Emmet County Fair in Michigan. Between 1977 and 1990, there is a bit of blank space in his history. That's exactly the time which holds the biggest question of not only this show, but also about this character. The question we are talking about is, who is Raymond Reddington? The mystery surrounding this notorious criminal is more complex than you can ever imagine. We know that Red attended the US Naval Academy. There he was being groomed for admiral until his disappearance in 1990. 4 years later, he resurfaced and was charged with treason for selling classified documents to the enemy. Over the next 20 years, he built a syndicate of contacts, including spies, thieves, smugglers, drug traffickers, and more. He infiltrated various industries such as technology, shipping, communications, security, and pharmaceuticals. He eventually became known as the concierge of crime for his ability to arrange deals in the black market. He even started wars and toppled governments to suit his needs. This is the man whom we all know throughout this series, but let's take a pause, because things are going to become very complex from this point. There are 3 characters with the name Raymond Reddington on the blacklist. The first one is the real Raymond. In Season 6, it is revealed that he is the biological father of Elizabeth Keene. However, the man Liz has known as Reddington is an imposter. The real Raymond Reddington had a romantic relationship with Liz's mother, Katerina Rostova, who was a KGB agent tasked with seducing and getting close to him. When Liz was only 4 years old, she shot his father while he was attacking Katerina, causing a fire to break out. Although Katerina and Elia were able to save him from the fire, the real Raymond died as a result of Liz's gunshot wound. From that, it is clear that he was the father of Elizabeth, who died years ago before the events of this series. In 2018, we found that the imposter is not Raymond, but Ilya Kozlov, a childhood friend of Katerina who took real Raymond's identity after his death over 30 years ago. Only a selected few characters know the truth about Red's real identity, including Demby Zuma, Catherine Nemec, Dominic Wilkinson, Naomi Hyland, Sam Scott, Hans Coiler, and his former nurse, Margaret Renard. Others who learned the truth, like Ian Garvey, Sutton Dross, Dione Fowler, and Peter, were killed for their knowledge. Later it is revealed that the imposter is not actually Ilya Kozlov either. In fact, he's a close friend of Ilya, acting as Raymond's imposter. We also don't know his motivation for protecting Elizabeth or how he is connected to Katerina Rostova, Ilya Kozlov, and Dom.
To protect me.
Who told you this?
In Season 8, we finally came to know that the person we know as Raymond is known as N13.
You are N13.
Yes.
N stands for the Russian word unidentified, N13 refers to 13 packs of intel, which are collectively known as the Skorsky Archive. It is the main source of N13, or the imposter's blacklist source.
Heard is that M13 stole 13 packets of intelligence from the KGB around.
In a nutshell, N13 is not Raymond nor Elia, but an unidentified person who merely took the identity of the real Raymond Reddington. The person is known as N13, but still, we don't know how he is related to Elizabeth and why he cares so much about her. Our educated guess is that N13 or imposter is actually real Raymond, who somehow managed to survive and faked his own death. He then used his fake death to his own advantage and create his empire while protecting Liz from his enemies. Still, it is only a theory, and we hope that the show will solve this mystery as soon as possible. Raymond is one of the most enigmatic characters in the television world. From the very first episode of The Blacklist, he has captivated audiences with his charm, wit, and cunning. But underneath the surface lies a complex and intriguing character with a deep and mysterious past. First and foremost, Reddington is a master manipulator. He is able to control people and situations with ease, using his intelligence and charm to get what he wants. He is also a consummate actor, able to shift seamlessly between personas to suit his needs. This is evident from the fact that he took over the identity of the real Raymond, and nobody knows his true identity yet. Reddington's ability to manipulate people and situations is a key part of his personality and character. This trait comes from his ability to read people and analyze situations quickly. Then he uses his eloquence and smooth talk to manipulate people. He's a man of taste who takes pleasure in expensive wines and good food. This habit of his is shown on various occasions throughout the show.
Heart transplant. He died this morning.
I don't believe luck had anything to do with it.
He is also highly intelligent and knowledgeable about a wide range of subjects. He is well versed in art, literature, history, and politics, and he is able to use this knowledge to his advantage. This is evident from the fact that he is able to identify and locate various rare and valuable objects, such as the fulcrum and the bones of a former FBI agent. Red is a man of his word, always keeping his promises. He vowed to Katerina to protect her daughter Elizabeth and has dedicated his life to doing so. Red has tattoos and scars, but none have been seen on screen. He is Caucasian, 5'10", with green eyes and brown hair. He is very meticulous in his way of dressing, always making sure it fits the occasion. He is usually found in a tailored high-end three-piece suit, a colorful tie, a fedora, Italian leather shoes, and his signature rose-colored glasses. Depending on the function, he may appear in a custom-tailored tuxedo. He also dresses for criminal activities, wearing the nondescript dress to blend into environments. Reddington's intelligence and knowledge give him an edge in many situations, allowing him to outsmart his enemies and stay one step ahead of the task force. Another key aspect of Red's personality is his loyalty. He is fiercely loyal to those he cares about, such as his ex-wife Naomi and his close friend Demby. He is also fiercely protective of Elizabeth Keene, the FBI agent with whom he has a complex relationship, and we don't know why. Despite being a notorious criminal mastermind, he has a strong sense of loyalty to those he cares about and is willing to do whatever it takes to protect them. However, Reddington is not without his flaws. He is manipulative, ruthless, liar, and willing to use violence to achieve his goals. In his own words describing his personality, he said, "I am a criminal. Criminals are notorious liars. Everything about me is a lie."
And I'm supposed to believe you.
I'm a criminal. A criminal's a notorious liar. Everything about me is a lie. But if anyone can give me a second chance, it's you.
He is also highly secretive, keeping his true intentions and motivations hidden from those around him. His biggest flaw is his desire to keep himself a mystery. This behavior often leads him to betray, deceive, and manipulate others who are close to him, like Elizabeth and his friends from the inner circle. This makes it difficult for others to trust him and often leads to conflict and tension. Reddington's vengeful nature can also be seen as a flaw. He is driven by his desires for revenge against those who have wronged him in the past, such as the people responsible for the death of his family. This can make him single-minded and impulsive, leading him to take actions that may not be in his best interests or those of his allies. Overall, Raymond is charming, cunning, and intelligent, and excels in etiquette and shows a gentleman's behavior. But he also has a dark side filled with mysteries, lies, vengeance, and other sociopathic tendencies. Raymond's motivations in the Blacklist are complex and multi-faced. At the beginning of the series, it's not really clear why he has done it. Some hints are given which suggest he wants to get rid of the people on the Blacklist, but it's not the whole truth. As the show goes on, we learn that Red's empire is under attack from an unknown enemy, and many of the people on the Blacklist are involved. So Red uses the FBI's resources, led by Director Cooper and his team, to take down his enemies without getting his own hands dirty. He gains access to FBI files, resources, and intel to help him fill in the gaps in his own vast empire. Although Red's own intel is impressive, there are still a few things he can't learn without using substantial resources. That's why he uses the FBI's resources to eliminate his competitors and enemies in a more official capacity. But letting the FBI catch the blacklisters instead of doing it himself, he not only eliminates his opponents but also puts them officially on the radar. Now his interest in Elizabeth and her daughter is a bit of a mystery, but we do know that he and her adoptive father knew each other, and that Red was somehow involved in her past. Some people believe that Red surrendered himself to help Keen to advance her career, as he cares for her and wants to make sure she succeeds. He also wanted her to take his empire before her death in Season 8 finale.
Yes, sir.
Harold Cooper, Assistant Director of Counterterrorism.
Yes, sir, I know who you are, sir.
Tell us what's going on.
I've been vetted by the agency like everyone else, same background checks, psych profiles. Tell you what they'll find.
What will they find?
Nothing. I have no history with Reddington.
It suggests that they both might be related by blood in some capacity. In conclusion, Red's motivations are Elizabeth and now her daughter, and second to vast his criminal empire by using FBI as his puppet. Firstly, Reddington is the main character of the show. His impact on the storyline is evident from the very beginning. His character's background, motives, and true identity are shrouded in mystery. Throughout the show's run, viewers are given hints and clues about his past, but nothing is confirmed until later seasons. This intrigue keeps viewers coming back and makes Reddington an enigmatic and captivating character. His involvement in the FBI's criminal investigations has a significant impact on the show's overall narrative. Each episode revolves around a blacklist criminal that Reddington provides the FBI with information. Through their work together, he and Keen develop a complex and often a tense relationship that becomes a central focus of the show. Moreover, his actions and decisions often have far-reaching consequences and impact the show's larger story arcs. For example, in Season 1, Reddington's actions lead to the fall of Berlin, a notorious criminal mastermind who is one of the most dangerous foes.
King has won. Is saluting at me, our nation. Yuri Gagarin was the first man in space.
This event leads to a domino effect that has ramifications throughout the series. In addition to all this, Reddington is a master manipulator who uses his intelligence, wit, and charm to get what he wants. His ability to deceive and outsmart his enemies keeps the show's tension high and makes him a fascinating character to watch.
My contact was the first person I saw when I walked into the place. I told you he would help, and he did.
In summary, Raymond Reddington's impact on the Blacklist is significant. He is the show's central character, and his personality, complex relationships, and manipulative nature keep viewers engaged and invested in the storyline. His actions and decisions often have far-reaching consequences, making him a crucial part of the show's larger narrative arcs. So what do you like most about Raymond? And what trait of his personality you don't like? Tell us in the comments section, And if you like this video, then like and subscribe to the Cine Wizard.